I would tell you that I was a curious person who wanted to make an impact in the world and wanted to be in the center of things. And so my choices were really wrapped around how I could make an impact and how I could live in the energy of it all. I joined the Women's Forum in 2008. And at the beginning of 2008, I was the Chief Diversity Officer at American Express and Head of Executive Development. Later in 2008, I became the Head of Human Resources at Bloomberg. And the very first person I worked for who took some real risks on me taught me about taking risks. He was a relationship builder, and I learned that from him as well in the way that he really constructed his interactions with clients. And like many women, the women who were my role models really felt like they had to go the extra mile in order to prove themselves in the workplace. And it laid down an example of how important that truly is. When I talk about people going above and beyond, I would say this. My experience is that women had to go above her and beyond her in order to prove their value. And that was just how it was. And I believe, unfortunately, it's how it's continued to be. What I tell women typically is pay more attention to how you take the meeting. Pay more attention to exactly what you're delivering and make sure it's flawless. Pay more attention when it comes to asking for the right compensation. So don't take any of these for granted, but really focus on them and be fully intentional about what you're doing and what you're asking for. The Women's Forum to me is the best combination of sitting in a place where you can learn from others, but also give to others. And I would very clearly say that it doesn't depend on age. You know, you don't necessarily learn from only those people who are your elders or who are even more experienced. And you don't only give to the people who are coming up. One program I'm really proud of is the Corporate Board Initiative. I think that the ability for women to support women is essential in helping to catapult the interests of advancing women in the workplace and in the world. But I think you need men to do it too. And I think both have to exist. I think it's a real time and a moment for women. There's no question about it. Whether it will change permanently for women, I still think we're going to have to push and push and push. I don't think that all of a sudden the door is going to be kicked wide open and we go through and we live in a world of equality. But I think there's a much greater consciousness as a result of all the things that have happened. The Women's Forum of New York is one of the most incredible collections of females that I have ever met. When I entered into the forum, I met women who stayed as longtime friends and who continue to be in my life. That's what I get out of it. It's tremendous value to have these people around me. They inspire, they motivate, and they shine.